Good afternoon to everyone. So we shall be starting our webinar. So before we get started with the webinar, I would like to give you some instructions regarding the same. This is a recorded webinar, as you could see that. And if you wish to get these recordings, please do fill in a Google form, which will be shared to you towards the end of the meeting so that we can send you the recording. And also, please ensure that you're muted and only unmute as and when there is a question when there's an interactive session. Otherwise, there is the last 20 minutes which are given for the purpose of Q&A. So please follow these instructions and please don't unmute from your end. And if you are in a very noisy background, please ensure that you don't get unmuted. And also, if you want to ask any questions, you can put the question in the chat box. We will pick the question from there and we will be answering you. So once again, I would like to welcome everyone into the webinar, How Digital Finance is Powering Financial Inclusion. First of all, I would like to welcome our speaker, Mr. Ashish Bhalla, and all the dear participants as well. So before I hand over this to Mr. Ashish Bhalla, I would like to give a small introduction about him. Mr. Bhalla is a seasoned learning and development professional with over 15 years of experience in BFSI sector and corporate training. He specializes in designing and delivering impactful programs focused on workforce management, sales effectiveness, leadership development, and productivity enhancement. Currently with Axis Bank, he holds an MBA in finance and marketing, as well as he's pursuing his PhD in finance with focus on learning and organizational development with Symbiosis International University. With a deep expertise in BFSI training, instructional design, adult learning principles, and data-driven training strategies, he's passionate about building people capabilities through innovative and outcome-oriented learning solutions. So welcome, Mr. Bhalla, and I'm going to make you as the host.
Yeah. So thank you for joining, and thank you for giving my brief introduction. So today, as we know already told, today we are going to discuss about digital finance and how digital finances empower financial inclusion. So let me share my screen. Today, I'm going to discuss about leaving no one behind, how digital finance powers financial inclusion. As you people know, financial inclusion nowadays is very important. Why is important? Today I'm going to discuss certain topics like introduction of financial inclusion, how digital finance is an innovation in terms of financial inclusion, what kind of policy and regulation we do have, and what kind of challenges and risk in terms of digital finance, and what is the future trends in digital finance. So in this particular webinar, I'm going to discuss these points, and I will elaborate why digital finance and financial inclusion is important nowadays. So first, introduction to financial inclusion. So as you people know, financial inclusion nowadays is very important and critical. Why? Because financial inclusion comprises accessibility, availability, and uses of financial products. Nowadays, you can see there is a segment in society which not able to just grab the financial products or financial institution, right? So there is a certain gap, like segmentation gap of society, especially under reserved population, right? There is a rural area which people not able to access the financial, I can say financial institution, right? So importance of access to financial services is important to access the financial services, empower individual and community. So nowadays, financial inclusion is very important. So every individual able to get the right financial product at right time, because economic stability, improving the backward areas, and fostering the sustainable development is very important. That's why today we are going to discuss about financial inclusion. So various barriers in terms of financial inclusion, as I already told you in last slide, there is a geographical barrier. Why? Nowadays, physical distance is one of the major drawback of financial institution. this covered by the digital finance or digitalization of the financial product. So physical distance from financial institution and inadequate infrastructure can hinder access to banking services, especially in backward and rural areas. So if we are talking about the backward and rural areas, sometime you can find out there is a geographical barriers. Why geographical barriers? If I can say, there is a distance covered between the financial institution or the area individual is residing is too much. So geographical barriers is there. Second is socio-economic factor like low income. Yes, financial inclusion, if I can say, low income, lack of education is one of the major aspect, right? So the individual not able to understood what kind of financial product they have to choose, what is right for them, what is wrong for them. So low income group, lack of financial education and cultural barrier can prevent the individual. So social economic factor is also plays a vital role or important role in terms of financial inclusion. So utilization of available financial services and understand the financial concept is very important. So here with the digital finance, digital literacy or financial literacy is very important. So if I can say, in financial inclusion, education is also important part, because without education people not able to invest in financial services. Now, the role of digital finance is, nowadays you people see, uh, there is a digital finance or digital financial services is taking a traditional financial services, right? So digital finance has transformed how individuals access and manage their money through innovation. Now people are talking about the mobile banking, fintech, UPI, online payment system. Why they are talking about? Because today we are in scenario where people are hardly visit to the physical branches of the bank, right? So we are nowadays in digital financial services era of digital financial services, which integrate with the traditional banking system. So is a combination of digital finance and traditional banking, which enhance the service delivery, customer reach, and operations in financial landscape. So if I can say, the role of digital finance nowadays is increasing day by day. So people can understood how the traditional banking and digital finance make the life easy for the individuals. So the role of digital finance is pretty crucial in terms of financial inclusion and in terms of digital banking system. So now this is a digital finance innovation. What kind of innovation? As you people see, now mobile money, right? So mobile money, case study of successful mobile money platform. As you see, there is a certain platform like M-Pesa, Zcash. With the different kind of countries, there is a different mobile payment or mobile applications is available, where people can use UPI and pay anywhere they want. So there is a successful mobile money platform which we known as a fintech companies, which is a revolution in this particular financial era. So financial transaction increase the accessibility and improve economic inclusion for millions. Why? As I told you, there is a geographical problem as well. There is a social economic problem as well. But nowadays, every pupil, every individual using a mobile money platforms or fintech platform, because they know if they are not visiting the branches, they can still save their monies, still they pay, people able to make the payment. So nowadays, digital finance or digital money make the life easy for the individual in terms of financial services. Now, what is the impact on rural community? Mobile banking has empowered rural communities as well. Why? With the help of mobile money, the rural community also provide accessibility about financial services and also enable easier transaction. As you people know, uh, today in today's scenario, money is very important. Today or earlier as well, money is an important part, and people need to visit ATM, or people need to visit bank branches for withdrawing the money. Now that makes more easier. Now just with the help of your phone, you can just pay money anywhere. You can use mobile banking, you can use UPI bank, UPI, you are using mobile money platform. So that enables easier transaction and enhance the individual who's just living in rural area. So there is a microfinance opportunities as well. So people can just able to take a money through their they can just do a transaction through their mobile money platforms. Now, moving ahead, there is a certain technology is coming. Now you can see blockchain technology is using nowadays. There is a transparency and security benefit, right? So security is very important, and you people see fintech companies is mostly fintech companies is more focused on that transparency and security part. So blockchain technology enhance the transaction security, right? They people use the cryptographic technique, so ensuring the transparency and reducing fraud, right? So people earlier people are thinking that if we are transferring the money from the mobile, might there is a fraud activity happen. But nowadays, with the help of blockchain technology, this risk is already reduced. So people able to use the cryptographic technique for ensuring the transparency and reducing the fraudulent activity. Use cases in developing economy like exploring blockchain applicants such as land registry and supply chain tracking. These are possible through blockchain technology. Now, digital lending solution. As you people know, lending is also one of the important parts. Sometimes people needs a loan from the bank or through some NBFCs. So how they people able to get the loan? So peer-to-peer lending model. There is a lending model facility direct between individual and increasing borrowing option, right? With the help of lower interest rate. Now you can see various website is coming, various mobile app is coming, where you can just find out the loan and you can apply through mobile only and get the loan approved in a second, or borrowing amount approved in a second. So as per why this happens so easily, because with the help of digital lending solution which is available on your mobile itself. Secondly, credit scoring innovations. Now, credit scoring, I will give you a brief about the credit scoring. So, when the person is taking a loan from any organization or any financial institution, uh, they have to check the credit score. So, with the help of credit score, they able to find out how people is reliable to give a loan facility. So, innovative approach to credit scoring utilize the alternate data source. So, when the somebody just apply for the loan for any purpose, the financial institution just check their credit score, how much credit score they are having. So, for your knowledge, sake of knowledge, 700 plus, if the credit score of any individual, that is sound good for getting any type of loan. Now, policy and regulations. If I'm talking about the policy and regulations, this is a regulatory framework for the same. Why is policy and regulation is important? There is an importance of consumer protection. So in digital finance also, there is a consumer protection to ensure the consumer are safeguarded against any kind of fraud, misinformation, and unfair practices. So which for because in financial system trust is very important for making individual or the or trust. So the financial institution or the company focused on consumer protection, and in digital financial era this is very important part, because nowadays you can see sometimes fraud is happen, there is a certain misinformation, misguidance, or unfair practices. So for safeguard the individual, there is a consumer protection over there. Navigate cross border regulations, right? There is a regulations regarding the transferring money cross-border. As a digital finance, border understand and complying with regulatory requirements. What kind of regulatory requirements is depends company to company, vary company to company, or vary country to country as well. So cross-border regulations also matter. Sometimes if the people in one country doing a business with another country, so there is a regulations is different for one country to another country, so that's is more critical part. So navigation cross border regulations is very important, so business to operate effectively and legally across the countries, right? So moving ahead, government initiatives, there is certain government initiatives as well. As you people know, there is a national strategy for financial inclusion, because government also want, every country government want कि there is a low income category people come forward for doing something in their country or doing something at their own. So national strategy for financial inclusion also plays a important role in terms of making them learn about digital finance. So digital finance literacy is also plays a important role. So in many countries, government just start the digital financial programs for the rural area or rural community for developing and enhancing their knowledge about the product. So government are increasing adopting a strategy to enhance financial inclusion by improving access to financial services, especially to the backward or rural area people. Partnership with private sector, government also taking an initiative in many countries to collaborate with private company. So private and government body work together to innovate and deploy effective digital financial inclusion that reach a broader audience. So broader, if I can say, broader audience here, that means there is a rural area community, there is a community which is not in rural area. So partnership with private sector plays an important role, right? So this is important collaboration between government body and private sector entities. Moving ahead, there is an international organizations as well, funding and support for digital initiatives. International organization also plays an important role. If you know, certain NGOs is working towards the developing backward areas and support the development of digital finance framework and infrastructure in various countries. Why? Funding is very important, support is very important, because in our nation, if I can say worldwide, there is a certain countries where they are still developing, they don't have that kind of funds. So funding and support for digital initiatives is also plays an important role. So international organization plays an important role in terms of technical assistance, expertise support, development of digital finance framework and infrastructure in various countries. Secondly, promoting best practices globally. So with the help of guideline, collaboration, international organization also promote the best practice in terms of digital finance and ensure that innovation comply with the global standard. So nowadays you can see in a world, various country, as I told you, is still facing a financial crunch. So in these countries, various NGOs is working towards the development of digital era, digital initiative. So funding and support is provided by them. So the country is developed and people of that particular country is also uh, literate about the financial development. There is certain challenges and risk as well, like cybersecurity concern. There is a threat to digital financial platforms, as I told you, is a cyber threat like including hacking, phishing, and data breach, which compromise sensitive information about financial asset. So that is particularly nowadays is minimized. So as to if I can say, because in last part of this particular webinar, I already told you the companies is more focused on the particularly individual security in terms of finance. So threat to digital financial platforms is, if I can say, is hardly 2 or 3% nowadays, because hacking or phishing is now completely not possible, because the company is using a huge blockchain technology or various technology to mitigate that kind of risk. So now second is mitigation strategy. Organization implements robust security measures such as encrypt, like you can say multi-factor authentication, and regular security audits. You can see that even we are using a multi-factor authentication with various platforms. This is very simple and secure for any type of cybersecurity threats. Now, it's very important part. Digital literacy, importance of education for effective use. Now, digital literacy is essential for the user for knowing the what is a digital economy and why is important. So, online platform safety and efficient, and with the help of various online platform, individual able to make them digital literate about the products and financial services. So digital economy and access to necessary services is very important for the education purpose of rural and urban area as well. Initiative to improve digital skills, like various programs on improving digital skills through workshop, online courses, and community resources, aiming to empower individuals to utilize technology. As I told you, in many countries there is a area, or there is a rural area, there is a backward area where, or there is a underdeveloping countries, right? Still they are developing. So in that particular countries, initiative to improve digital skill is very important. In last part of webinar, I already just showcase you various NGOs is working towards the development of the of that particular area or that particular part, which makes the pupil digital literate towards that particular topic or that particular financial goal. Now, there is a certain, uh, if I can say, issues faced by the community, which is encounter a barrier like inadequate internet connectivity, lack of devices, and insufficient training. Yes, this is also a problem nowadays, because in a if I'm talking about the worldwide, there is some areas where the internet connectivity is not good. There is a lack of devices, limited their access to digital financial services, because if we want to just use that digital finance services through our mobile, we need a good internet connectivity, we need devices, we need a training for how to use these particular services. So there is certain solution to bridge the gap. So now developing affordable internet services, right? In many countries nowadays, internet is free. Nowadays, internet is free. If I can say about the developed country, but yes, developing country, with the minimal amount of we have to pay to take our internet services, providing free or subsidized device, and offering target training. Now training is very important, as I already told you. Without training, without knowing anything, individual not able to use that financial services or mobile apps. So this is also important for bridging the gap, or solution to bridging the gap. Future trend, what kind of future trend in digital finance is also important. Now, you people able to see that artificial intelligence is one of the part. So AI in finance, if I can say, is increasing day by day. So AI is increasing use in finance for analytical insight, risk assessment, and personalized customer service. You can see some of the websites, some of the banking or financial institution website already using the AI drastically. So how they people are using AI is increasing in finance or any type of services hugely, like metaverse and other blockchain, like other technology is nowadays using by the banks or financial institution, which enhance decision making process and operational efficiency. Now, biometric authentication methods also use as a fingerprint, facial recognition, improve security protocol in digital finance by offering user-friendly and secure alternate to traditional password system. Now, many countries using biometric authentication as well as facial recognition method for taking or improving the security protocol in terms of digital finance. So, if I am talking about the few years back, which is not possible. Now, AI and biometric authentication is coming from last few years, and it's make a huge difference in digital era of digital finance. So nowadays in digital finance, these kind of technology is enhancing or developing the area, or they how the country is developing in terms of digital finance with the help of the technology. Now, sustainability in digital finance, if I'm talking about green financial products, right? So there is a certain green financial products gaining traction, promoting investment, both financial return and positive impacts. So financial institutions are increasing UN sustainability development goals, right? If I'm talking about the green products, there is a if I can so say ESG is playing an important role, right? Aiming to address the global challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change through responsible finance. So, in if I can say, UN Sustainable Development Goals is also plays an important role because in a worldwide, as I told you, there is a few countries still developing or uh, don't have that kind of if I can say stuff in their country. They can just help their particularly public in terms of financial inclusion. So UN Sustainability Development Goals is helping them to take this global challenge such as poverty. The people are working towards the poverty, inequality, and climate change through responsible finance. So there is a global impact of digital finance now transforming economy. So digital finance is reshaping economy by facilitating access to financial services. Is able to enable the new business model, fostering inclusive growth for unreserved or under-reserved population worldwide. So transforming economies like digital finance is helping the economy and facilitate the people of the country to financial services. And also this helpful in overall development of the country because as you people know, for development of the country, finance is most important part. And if the people is help just using the digital finance, and that particular country reshape their economic system with the help of individuals only. So digital finance is helpful in reshaping the economic by facilitating access to the financial services. Also is contribute the financial resilience. This rise of digital finance contribute towards the promoting the stable supporting economic system, right? And enhancing the individual and business to adapt the financial shocks, right? So sometimes there is a financial shocks, like if I am talking about there is a year 2008, I'm talking about the approx right now 17 years back. 2008 is a year where the financial crisis is there. So these kind of crisis for the financial system is very horrible. So for that kind of shocks, financial digital finance plays an important role for financial resilience. So by promoting stability, because in finance, stability is important. If economy is stable, supporting economy is there, and enhancing the ability of the individual, that makes country very effective in terms of economic system. And also businesses to adapt the financial shocks. So there is sometime there is a financial shocks is coming, like I told you in 2008 is a big shock in financial services. So for these kind of shocks, individual able to just make sure that these shocks is not coming towards the country. So thank you very much. If you have any question, just put in that chat box.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ashish. Dear learners, if you have any questions, please utilize the Q&A session time to ask all your doubts. Mr. Ashish, there's a question in the chat box. The question says this: how can digital finance support the vulnerable population like children?
Yeah, I see the question. Thank you very much for this particular question. So digital finance, as I told you, is very important in terms of that. So digital finance is helpful in various meaningful ways, especially integrated with social protection and education system, like cash transfer to families, saving tool for education, financial education app. Like if I can tell you, saving tool for education. So digital saving account can help parent or guardian save for school fee, uniform, or health expense. Transfer to families, government and NGO can use mobile money or digital wallet to deliver child focused social assistance. uh, if I can say, emergency aid in crisis. So there is a certain in conflict or disaster zones, digital finance enable rapid deployment of emergency fund. Also, this empowering the girls, safe and secure digital wallet can empower girls by giving them control over small funds. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, you are, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's one more question in the chat box from Maureen.
So basically, high transaction cost, if I can say, are a major barriers in terms of digital financial inclusion. But in terms of this, promote competition among providers, right? Encouraging more digital finance providers like foster innovation and cost reduction is very important, which makes a competitive market typically drive prices down. So competition is most important. Then, secondly, implement the pro-poor regulation. Government can cap transaction fee or offer a subsidize for essential financial services to a low-income users. So that makes help to particularly in developing countries. Invest in shared infrastructure, shared agent network, and most importantly, support digital public goods. Government and donors can invest digital identity system like mobile connectivity, financial education platform that reduce the cost burden. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Sure, Mr. Maureen. We'll be sharing you. Please do fill in the Google form so that for reaching out. Thank you. So if there's no further questions, please, if anyone wish to avail the recordings, please do fill in the Google form. And thank you, Mr. Ashish, for joining with us. And thank you, dear participants. Yes, we have some more minutes left in the webinar. So if you wish to ask any questions, you can unmute and ask, or else you can put a question in the chat box also. We'll pick the question from there. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. Since there are no questions, let's wind up the session. Thank you, everyone, for attending the session. And thank you, Mr. Bhalla, for sharing your valuable insight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you, Renu, and thank you, participant, for taking out of time. Thank you very much.